Postal ballot counting. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of election officials. It should not be referred as a guideline of ECI. In case of any variance in this training material, the Commission guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the participants will be able to understand the procedure of counting of votes by postal ballot, know about the scrutiny of Forms 13A, 13B, and 13C, explain the marking of votes on postal ballot, cite the Commission's instructions regarding mandatory verification of rejected postal ballots. Counting procedure of postal ballot. On the counting day, the postal ballot counting will be taken up first, and after a gap of 30 minutes, the EVM counting can also start. The commencement of counting in EVM in respect of other assembly segment of the parliamentary constituency need not wait if they are held in different counting place. A separate table shall be marked for counting of postal ballots. Ideally, not more than 500 postal ballots may be distributed to each table. For each table, there shall be one ARO, one counting supervisor, and two counting assistants and one micro observer. Contesting candidate may appoint one counting agent for postal ballot counting. Re-verification of rejected 13A by the returning officer. All the cases of rejection of postal ballot on account of defects in the declaration in Form 13A should be re-verified by the returning officer before they are actually put in the rejected category. The observer shall very closely oversee the process of counting of votes by the postal ballot, especially the scrutiny of declaration in Form 13A. Color of postal ballot. The postal ballot papers and envelopes for service electors shall be white in all type of elections. The color of postal ballot papers and envelopes for electors other than the service voters shall be white in case of parliamentary election and pink in case of assembly elections. Counting procedure. Verify whether the received postal ballots are of the same assembly area or not. Covers in Form 13C received in time to be opened one by one. The cover Form 13C is shown on the screen. Opening of Form 13C. After opening the Form 13C, we will get two things. Form 13A, that is elector's declaration, and Form 13B, that is a small envelope. If either of the two material is not found, then put that material back in the large envelope, that is Form 13C, and write rejected on the large envelope 13C, citing the reason for rejection. The declaration, that is Form 13A, is shown on the screen. Ensure the signature of elector on the Form 13A. The signature of attesting officer. The details of the attesting officers. The serial number of the ballot paper. And this serial number must be matched with the serial number written on the smaller envelope, that is Form 13B. A postal ballot paper can be rejected without opening the Form 13B if the declaration in Form 13A is not found inside the Form 13C. The declaration has not been duly signed by the elector or has not been duly attested by an officer competent to do so, or is otherwise substantially defective. The serial number of the ballot paper appearing on the declaration in Form 13A is different from the serial number as endorsed on the Form 13B. Avoid rejection of postal ballot. If the sender has not put his signature on the outer cover, that is Form 13C, and if the identity of the sender is verifiable on the basis of his or her declaration Form 13A, then it shall be accepted. A postal ballot shall not be rejected merely on the ground that the attesting officer has not put his or her seal on the declaration Form 13A. If the attesting officer has given all the relevant details regarding his name, designation, office name, then it shall be accepted. Now the cover Form 13B containing postal ballot shall not be opened. Reason of rejection will be written on the Form 13B. Rejected declaration Form 13A and cover 13B will be put back in the cover Form 13C. All rejected covers Form 13C to be kept separately in an envelope and sealed with the particulars noted on top for easy identification, such as the name of the constituency, the date of counting, and a brief description of the content. Sealing of Declaration Form 13A. All accepted Declaration Form 13A will be kept together in a separate envelope and sealed so that secrecy of ballot is not violated. Opening of the Form 13B. Now open the Form 13B and scrutinize postal ballot paper and take decisions. Place the ballot papers candidate wise. Calculate total number of votes received by each candidate. This should be carefully entered in the prescribed format. The format is shown on the screen. Marking of votes. No particular mark as per law to be made by the voter to record vote on the postal ballot. Any mark is valid if it is clear beyond reasonable doubt in favor of which candidate vote has been given. It should not be rejected if a mark has been made more than once to clarify the choice. Now we will see sample marking on the ballot paper. The first elector has given his choice for the candidate alpha, the second one for the candidate lambda. The third elector has put 2 tick marks for the candidate alpha. The fourth one has put the tick mark for the candidate alpha. The fifth elector choices the candidate alpha, though the very small portion of the tick mark has gone on the rectangular box of the candidate beta, but this vote will be counted for the candidate alpha. Rejection of postal ballot. If the serial number of the ballot paper appearing on the declaration in Form 13A is different from the serial number as endorsed on the inner cover A, that is Form 13B, no vote is recorded. Votes given for more than one candidate. Spurious ballot paper. Damaged or mutilated and doubtful, unable to verify if postal ballot is genuine or not. Not returned in the prescribed cover sent to an elector. Mark placed in such a way that it is doubtful for which candidate vote has been casted. It bears mark apart from the vote or writing by which voter can be identified. Now we will discuss some sample markings which will be rejected. The first elector has given choice for the candidate alpha and nota, so this ballot paper will be rejected. The second elector has not put any mark, so it will again be rejected. The third elector has put a cross mark in such a way that it cannot be decided to whom that elector has casted his vote, so it will be rejected. The fourth elector has rightly put the tick mark, but on the ballot paper he or she has put his signature, so it will be rejected. The fifth elector has put a very long tick mark, so it cannot be decided to whom the elector has casted the vote, so it will be rejected. The sixth elector has put some initials, so it will be rejected. This ballot paper is mutilated, so it will be rejected. Bundling of postal ballot papers. After counting, all the valid postal ballots will be bundled and kept together in a packet and sealed with the seal of the returning officer and the seals of such of the candidates, their election agents or counting agent, as may desire to affect their seals thereon. Similarly, all the rejected postal ballots will also be separately bundled and kept together in a packet and sealed with the seal of the returning officer and the seal of the candidate or their election agent or the counting agent, if they desire to do so. Mandatory re-verification of postal ballot papers. Where the margin of victory is less than the number of postal ballot paper rejected as invalid at the time of counting, all the rejected postal ballots shall be mandatorily re-verified by the returning officer before declaration of the result. Wherever such re-verification is done, the entire proceeding should be videographed. In this education video, we have learned about the counting of postal ballot papers. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail as shown on the screen. For other videos on rules and regulations, you can visit the web address as shown. Thank you.